Reflections of terror. Some reflections show more than just your image. Emma learned too late that some mirrors hold secrets better left unseen. Emma moved into the old Victorian house with a mixture of excitement and unease. The rent was cheap, too cheap for a house this size, but she needed a fresh start, and this secluded property, with its ivy-covered walls and creaky wooden floors, seemed perfect, if a little too quiet. The first oddity appeared on her second night. As Emma prepared for bed, brushing her teeth in the dimly lit bathroom, she glanced at the antique mirror above the sink. For a fleeting moment, she saw a face, a pale, expressionless face with hollow black eyes, staring back at her. She spun around, but the room was empty. "It's just your imagination," she muttered, shaking her head. The face returned the next night, lingering longer this time. Emma froze, her heart pounding. The figure in the mirror didn't mimic her movements. It stood perfectly still, its eyes locked onto hers. Then slowly it smiled, a wide, unnatural grin that stretched impossibly far. Emma screamed and stumbled backward, but when she looked again, the face was gone. Determined to prove she wasn't losing her mind, Emma covered the mirror with a towel the following night. But as she lay in bed, she heard faint whispers, a sound so soft it could have been the wind or something else. The whispers grew louder, turning into a guttural chant. Then came the knocking, 3 deliberate raps, slow and rhythmic, from the bathroom door. Emma clutched her blanket, paralyzed with fear. The knocking stopped, but the whispers continued, closer now, just outside her bedroom door. Unable to take it any longer, she grabbed her phone and dialed her friend Sarah. "I think there's something in my house," Emma whispered, tears streaming down her face. Sarah promised to come over immediately. While waiting, Emma mustered the courage to investigate. Armed with a flashlight, she crept toward the bathroom. The towel she'd used to cover the mirror was on the floor, crumpled as if someone or something had ripped it down. The face was back, but this time it wasn't alone. Behind the pale figure stood shadowy forms, their indistinct bodies writhing like smoke. The pale figure raised its hand and pointed at Emma. Its mouth moved, but no sound came out, at least not from the mirror. Instead, the whispers surrounded her, echoing in every corner of the room. Emma bolted out of the bathroom and down the stairs. She threw open the front door just as Sarah arrived. "Emma, what's wrong?" Sarah asked, grabbing her shoulders. Before Emma could answer, Sarah's gaze shifted past her into the house. Her face went pale. "Emma, who's that behind you?" Emma turned slowly, dreading what she would see. There, standing in the doorway, was the pale figure from the mirror. Its hollow black eyes were fixed on her, and that unnatural smile stretched wider than ever. The last thing Emma heard before darkness consumed her was Sarah's scream. The house remained silent for weeks after that night. When the landlord finally arrived to check on the property, he found the bathroom mirror shattered, and etched into the wall behind it in jagged, claw-like scratches were the words, "You look too long."